What's up? What's up, TIs? May 21st, 2026. Just chilling out here. Perp throwing out night. No perps. Very strange. The same way because it's a holiday for certain people. Those people are the handlers, so they're not gonna do anything right now. Which is like, you know, ridiculous. But I didn't go out today. I had leftover coffee from yesterday, which was really good. So I didn't have to see no damn perps. So far today, even though I'm home, I heard, you know, the people revving the engines, driving down the block. Yeah. See, I'm trying to talk about stuff. I hear people.
I don't know. I tell you like this twice. They refill me once only.
Anyways, I'm saying there's no real perps out tonight. What's going on here? Good. You saw Witchy Poo in my last video. So the storm, we had a bad storm yesterday. So I guess the top lid of her recycle pail blew over to my side. So I think that's why she was out here. But that's what she looks like. Usually when I sit out here, she comes out. She opens the door at the same time and laughs and throws like one little piece of garbage out. So that's why I'm like, you know, like, how to show you because you should do it all the time. We got perps here. Those are two perps. I was sitting out here for the longest time. I was listening to short videos about gang stalking. And then, you know, nobody came out, which was weird. Usually that's what makes them come out. You know, listen, sometimes I like to fuck with them. They fuck with me all the damn time. So yeah, I want to fuck with them once in a while. Not all the time. Just a tiny bit. Why don't they have the damn key? The guy across the street. You'd rather wake up the whole house? Oh, what the hell? Oh. No, this dude just went up to the house to see if it was open. No, these people, there's pedophiles out here all the time. I went to everybody's house now and I look. So you have to have cameras out. And you don't live there. I thought that was the douchebag brother. It's not him. Weird. I had one guy, Hasidic dude. I'm sitting right here. He's running up the steps and checking the doorknobs. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? He was looking to get into women's houses to have sex with them. They're desperate. Now I'm gonna worry about this old man that keeps coming around. So he was on my camera, but I wasn't by myself, so I'm not gonna post it. But I'm keeping that video because that's the second time he came around. I was on the phone last time he came around. I had no clue what he was saying. I didn't know he wanted to sleep with me. I just thought he was talking about him and his wife are not in the same bed together, and he just takes a walk around, you know, the neighborhood just to get some air and exercise. Because he said he gets exercise. So that's it. That's your exercise. You're too old to have sex. 73 years old. You're looking for sex from other people? Is the helicopter? I don't know if it's going to be on film. I heard a helicopter hover over my house last week. I took a video of it. I didn't actually go outside because it was late, but I recorded that part, like the noise part.
Let this back in. Take a picture.
weird. So, the helicopter disappeared. It just made the noise. That's weird. Usually it comes out. I got bit by a mosquito already. What else is there? I was in the backyard. There was 2 birds on the nest. Well, one was on the nest. The other one was with it. So I don't know if it was her baby daddy, but I don't think it was. So at least I got to go sit in the backyard. Some nice flowers came out and took some pictures. Yeah, just have a relaxing day away from the perps. But it's good. It's good to just chill and hang out. I know a lot of people don't get that option. I mean, if you do, then take it. I came out here earlier to throw one of the garbage bags out. At the corner, I noticed somebody wearing red and black. But I'm surprised they didn't come down the block. Usually they do, if you do stuff like that. If they see you, they come down the block, but they didn't do it. And just now, too, I saw somebody. I don't know if it was the same person. Could have been. I am wearing my Dr. Pepper shirt. Tomorrow I might be wearing all camels. Maybe. I'm not sure. I might just do like one-piece camo. I got camel socks now. I got camel socks. Amazon. Is he giving me the finger? I don't even know your ass. I wasn't even filming you. I was just filming the neighborhood. This is my neighborhood, bitch. So anyways, he stuck his finger out the window. Oh well, fuck you too, bitch. I don't know. It wasn't free to be on my own property and record in the neighborhood. Who knew? Good. I'm glad these perps are getting angry. I want to speak about my ex-friend from high school. I kept wondering why the hell he stopped gang stalking me. Like I said, he lives near the park. He used to come around a lot. So when Duncan was across the street, he used to come in there every once in a while. And one day I was with a friend. He was sitting at the next table behind us. He talked very loud. So I turned around and he was smirking at me. You know how these perps give you the smirk? So I'm like, what the fuck's he doing here? And he looked like he was on an interview. So that's probably what he was. He was probably getting interviewed for whatever job he had at that time. Yeah, I learned how to do data entry. But he got a job doing data entry, because somebody else was retiring. His sister's coworker, she was retiring, so she taught him how to do that. And then he had a job, nice cushy job for a couple of years. I'm like, wow. So I think he did destiny swapping on me too. Him and my family member, they were together for a long time too. I don't think he did her dirty, but he did me dirty. I did some shit. You see, he couldn't rev the engine if somebody was behind him. Anyways. Yeah, so now he works in the cafeteria. He was on the news. They was gonna try to one-up us. But he made it where I didn't want to leave my house. I got so scared to leave the house. Because every time I would go on the train or the bus to go to job interviews, or just to go, into areas that I used to hang out at and just fill out job applications, he would be on the bus or the train, or come out of there and he would be there. So, after a couple of years of that, I guess that's when he got fired or something. He must have got fired at that point. I think that's what he did with his time. He eventually found a job, though. He used to come around here. He used to get off the bus and come down the block. And Too much cologne. Way too much cologne. Take a shower instead. That's why people don't shower often. They just put cologne. It's disgusting. Anyway, I'm perfume. I make sure I shower. I'll add perfume if I want, but deodorant and soap. Anyways, so he came down my block one day specifically, stopped in front of my house, and saw that I had a camera. And then he walked away. He was about to call somebody too. He had his phone out. I have that on video. I don't know if I kept the actual video footage. I know I put it on YouTube one day.
Obviously Liberty. Obviously the Liberty, considering this reaction.
Considering this reaction. No, you are having a reaction to me filming probably. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I don't really give a shit. After all these years, I don't care. Because he used to prank call me when I had a landline. And then I had to change the number. For some reason, he found the number through somebody we all went to school with. We had mutual friends. So, that person gave him the new number. And then when I got a cell phone, I didn't know this person was doing that until afterwards. This person gave him my new cell phone number so he wouldn't stop calling. And he used to call me through payphones back in the day. And he used to do sex noises on the phone. I mean, we used to prank call people together in high school, you know what I mean? Like in the summertime, we would hang out and do prank calls at the payphone. And then I'm like, when I heard him doing the sex noises, I'm like, I know it's you, right? And I'm like, I recognize your voice, you dumbass. We used to do that all the time. We used to call 1-800-mattress. Yeah, they don't have that store anymore. I wonder why. We used to call that store and make sex noises on them. We used to go to my payphone. It was right here. And then his friend came over and we all called 1-800-mattress and made sex noises to them. And one guy followed us. A guy came on his bike and he was riding around. He was laughing maniacally at us. And we're like, what the hell? And we started running. We never ran so fast. We get in my house. We lock the door. And we're looking out the window. And he was there. He was driving by the house. We were like, what the fuck was that? Oh, here comes the Purple Street. Looks like he was pissing. He just stopped in the middle. And then he was just standing there looking. Just sitting on somebody's porch. And I got this one bumping the bass. What song are you listening to? How to Be a Gang Stalker? She got songs made about that. So yeah, these are all distractions, these two motherfuckers. They distracted me from making this video, but I'm still making it. So, we had fun in high school. But then afterwards, I don't know what happened. I found out what was happening. And I stopped calling him. He thought he could get away with stuff like that. A lot of people think that about me. They're gonna do stuff to me and then expect me to take them back? Fuck you. Who the hell are you? Oh, my leg. I have to stretch it out. So, but, after a while I stopped, talking to him or whatever. Nope. Do not go in my house. I can't take care of a cat. So it's just a stray cat. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to scare anybody. So, here comes the purple. Perp. Well, the perps honk, I go perp. They try to sound like the horn, and they get louder with their horn. It's great. It's funny. They get mad at me for doing that. Good. Peep this shit. I'm gonna do it again. Beep, 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 beep. So, you know, little stupid thing like that every once in a while. I don't do it all the time. Just, you know, I want to be playful every once in a while, so I do it. Usually when perps walk past me like that, they only go a couple houses up the block or a couple houses down the block, and then they come back around. Like I could see them through the car window, how far they go. So I don't think they realized I could see them. And this is where you gotta be vigilant when you're going out too. Before you leave, you say a little prayer, right, before you leave. Because the witches and warlocks, what they do, they come out of their house and they speak spells. And they try to hit, you know, Christians or baby Christians or, you know, people who have been Christians for years. And they make you tired. They drain your energy like vampires. And they do a lot of stuff, you know, like that. Like little spells. You remember speaking spell when you were a kid? Yeah, that's what they do. Oh, it's your car. Oh, look, she's wearing camo. Look at that. That's the weirdos next door. The husband has a jacket that says synchronic beam. I don't know if that video is on my channel. But I was sitting here like this. I was just recording, and he comes out, and he's just standing in my view and smoking. So when they first moved in down there, he had a black jacket, she had a red jacket, and I was sitting out here in the daytime. And I was waiting. I was going somewhere. And it was wintertime, so I had my coat on. They had their coats on. And I'm like, oh, look at that, red and black. And I had a video of that. And every time I saw them, they were wearing, you know, the same coats. Then they would wear red and black clothing. As soon as I would come outside, they would come out. You know, typical shit that these perps do. So, you know, it's all the same. And then I saw her car. Her car had Hello Kitty stuff on it, and the whole car was decked out in Hello Kitty. I didn't know it was her car. One day I saw it parked in the block. I'm like, oh, Hello Kitty. You know, I grew up watching that stuff. I used to watch the cartoon. I forgot it was a cartoon until I saw it on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's where it was from. It was a cartoon back in the 80s. And then it just exploded from there. And it's everywhere now. It's like, then they do a lot of collabs too. You know, everything's Hello Kitty now, so. But I was like, oh, if I had a car, I would deck it out in Hello Kitty. So I was like, oh, that's funny that that person had that. And then I noticed it was her car. I was like, oh, never mind. They had a cute Hello Kitty store in Times Square. That was a great store. I used to go there all the time. And they had somebody dressed like Hello Kitty one day. And I was with somebody. We took a picture with her. Oh, I used to get so much stuff from there. Stickers, journals, pens. I couldn't afford like their t-shirts and stuff. Stuffed animals. Yeah, I had to sell a lot of my stuff because I had too much Hello Kitty. So I have like my friend bought me a Hello Kitty like purse, but it was like a book bag purse. And then I have a t-shirt, Hello Kitty and Friends. I haven't worn it yet. I want to make sure it fits first before I wear it. And then like I still have the pens that I used, you know, back in the day. I have a couple of stuffed animals. I like a little stuff when I was younger. I think I kept the wallet. I used to have a wallet with Hello Kitty. And then my ex-friend Erin had the same wallet because she had a copy of me. We all liked Hello Kitty, but she got the exact same one I had, and the exact same mirror, too. It was a little compact mirror. And she had to have the same one. It had a comb, and then the mirror on top. It was so cute. I think I still have to look like I went to Dunkin'. Told you he'd be back. Because they're very predictable. I mean, I am kind of predictable too by going to Dunkin' every day. But I try to go at different hours. Because I got a lot of stuff to do at home. Like, when I go back in, I gotta wash dishes again. I bought myself new utensils. So I bet you the person's pissed off about that. Anything I do, like for myself, that I need this, and I buy it, they get annoyed. Oh well. Get over it. So I bought myself forks and spoons. They're Italian. They're special. Damn it. No, they are. They're from Italy. I bought it at the specialty store. So good. I hope they're mad about that. Oh, come on. Hi. I was getting interrupted. See if any perps come. Okay, good. She's done. Oh, look, there it is. Hi, behind the tree. Yep. There it is. This is why you gotta pray before bed. Because they have drunk people walking around. And they stand in front of your house. They got NPC right now. I don't know if he's spying like a perp or he's just drunk. Oh, there was in the window too. Anyway. I like to record perps doing stuff. Yeah, I used to have video footage of one of the douchebag brothers. He used to stand in the doorway. Like the door would be closed. He would stand in the doorway so I would see his shadow. Like he would stand up against the glass. And he taught the kids how to do that too. His nieces, he taught them how to do that, so they do it now. Then they stick their heads out the window and start laughing at me when I'm sitting here. And I know I can't record them because they're kids. I'm not going to record kids. But they do it every day. There was one time I walked past their house not during the day. No, I think I was sitting out here actually. And one of the windows, it was open. And the blinds were up. And it looked like it was a spare room. And they had like big, what do you call it? Dresser drawers on each side. On top of the dresser drawers, it looked like recording equipment. And the camera, like, not cameras, but, and they do have cameras on their property. They did stuff to the other neighbors next to them. They were going in there on their side of in the backyard. So they put up cameras. But they put up cameras because they knew that the other ones were going to say something to them. I mean, well, nobody does anything to each other, you know? Like, they don't spy on each other. Like, they spy on me all the time because I'm sitting out here. But, you know, I'm just hanging out on my own porch. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing to nobody. And one of their wives walked past me one day, during the day. They never come on the side. But one day he walked past me. Are they taking the food away from the cat? Probably gonna eat the cat. Anyway. I would not be surprised. You know, perps are weirdos, so they eat everything. Anyways, so I looked over. I'm like, what the hell is that? It looked like it was a security system, like he was watching. So that's probably why he was watching me too. He was getting paid. with the wife. I never saw her before. So I think she was in another country and she flew here. And they got married and they had their own kids. Like, I don't see him anymore. I only see the older one. I haven't seen him in, like, years. Like, how come they get to move on, but I can't? You know, because they speak spells for us not to move on. They want us to waste our lives, you know? Well, they get to do everything. Anything you ever wanted to do, they figure it out because they go to a reading. They get hexes put on us. They get readings done on us. They destiny swap, you know. This is what they do. And then they follow us wherever we go. They come out, or as soon as we come out. And that's what he was doing. He told the wife to do it. So one time during the day, she walked past me. Her t-shirt said something about NYPD on it, like something like that. I was like, okay. Like, if you can't tell my accent. But it said something, like, specific. So she walked the dog up and down the block. And she stood in my vision where I could see what her shirt said. Like, she turned around. And she knew, she saw me recording, and she still did it. Like, they don't have, the other people don't have the balls to do it, right? Like, every once in a while, they'll park in front of my house. They'll come into Dunkin'. It's like, they do stuff during the day, you know? They can go in there anytime. They don't have to wait till I get there, you know? But they do, sometimes, not all the time. They did that a lot in the beginning. I mean, they parked in my driveway one day, and their construction truck, and I recorded them, and I waved, and he waved, like, you know, they see I'm not really doing what they think I'm doing, you know, and they still do it. Anyway, they still stare, they still watch. You know, if they're doing witchcraft on me, which they are, that's why they watch. They want to make sure it's working. So what I keep trying to tell you guys, when you pray before bed, make sure you pray, because these people, they're up all night, and they want us to be up all night, you know, make us tired, so we don't sleep, and then we get aggravated when we leave the house in the morning. Well, they have to let our car. Hi, bitch. That's right, you rev that engine. Do your job, whore. Anyways, yeah, now it's getting lower here because other people are out. That's why you're not doing it that much. Somebody's hands out the window. It's probably a fucking handler. Fuck you too. Anyway, sorry about the cursing. That's why my videos are not for kids. They're for the adults. You know, little things like that, you know. Like, they just do little stupid little sprinkle stuff. You know, just to try to re-trigger me. But you know what? They keep me up all night. I'm tired, right? So, if I'm tired, I don't have the energy to scream at them. Don't they fucking realize yet? I don't have the energy to scream at them. I don't care. Now they're doing one headlight bandit shit on me. Like, every time I go to anywhere, in the neighborhood especially. The first thing, one headlight bandit, I saw him parked across the street from Dunkin'. I took a video of that. Because it was parked right across the street where I could see. I don't even have a car. Because I talked to somebody that... Because I talked to somebody that gets harassed like that. And we're on each other's channels. Damn, this guy just keeps coming back, huh? Yo. He's just gonna keep standing there. That's right, show your face, bitch. You're shape-shifting. And that too, don't keep your phone out all the time and watch videos all the time. Especially when you're walking around, because first of all, people might snatch it. Here comes the helicopter in. And second of all, I mean, you might drop it, you know, but just be very careful about people. Oh, there's a moth. Oh, that's the guy that was waiting at Dunkin'. Red and black on. Anyways. So, you know, like I said, because of people like that, they're just walking around drinking. They're like fucked out of their mind. They're doing drugs and everything. And you're not aware of your surroundings, and they're just gonna do stuff, you know. Like when I have my phone, a lot of times in my purse I put it on silent, cause just in case, you know. I don't want them knowing, like, cause sometimes I got a lot of spam calls, so I don't want to start all these whack jobs. All right, so I'm gonna go in. Yeah, you hear that shit? The fuck? There's nobody there. There's literally nobody there. Oh, that's creepy. That's fucking creepy. Anyways, so pray before you go to bed. Because of people like that dude across the street that's just walking around drunk. I put a video, I think it's still on my channel. I was sitting out here one night in the summer, and this drunk guy was hiding behind a tree. Just hiding there. Red and blue symbolism. Anyway, he was hiding behind the tree, and he falls to the floor. Now, this was concrete and tar. He could have killed himself. And I'm like, you're right. He walks off like nothing. So I called the ambulance. I said somebody was just in front of my house. They just fell. And they actually showed up quick. I said, I think he was drinking, and he went down, you know, up the block there. He was just hiding behind the tree and just ploop, he fell. It looked like he was probably waiting there, and figures they're coming down this way. So I'm not recording. So, oh, he's wearing a lot of cologne too. Gross. They never come down the block. They never come on this side. So I'm saying they're just like trying to see if they can hear my conversation with you guys. We got a lot of kids. We got 3 daughters and 2 sons. Sheesh. And there again, I can't have kids, but these motherfuckers can have 10 kids at a time. Whatever. That's a curse too. If you want to have kids, you should be able to have kids, you know? You should get every kind of blessing that you should have, you know? But these people, if they steal your star and destiny swap with you, you're not going to get married or have kids. They're jealous. Even when I get to the coffee shop, they look at me and they give me such a dirty look for having coffee. You gotta be kidding me, it's coffee. Let me have a coffee, damn it. They cannot let me have any peace, any happiness. It does not matter if it's a coffee or water. They especially hate when I eat a donut. I have a donut like once a week. So I don't eat the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like, that's what the guy was like, you sitting there, your fat ass, you eating a donut and coffee. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I'm having coffee. I was having coffee and that's it. I'm like, where's my donut, fucking bitch? I cannot believe he showed up on camera yesterday. The freaks come out at night and not during the day. And he was wearing the same clothes as last year when he did that. It's only been like 2 years. I was like, oh, you going to Dunkin'? Good, go without me. I haven't seen those two weirdos from across the street since I recorded them in the winter. I was seeing them once a week after that. And then that was it, they were done. So they'll be back eventually. That's the thing. Sometimes these perps, they do stuff, then they go away, and they do stuff again. It's to make me think that they moved away, and they didn't. Right? I mean, I know they didn't move away. I was hoping they would, but they don't leave. They get new clothes. They got suitcases. So Voodoo Smurf gets a new suitcase. He gets new clothes. I told you he's trying to be a rapper. He made an album. I overheard him playing it one day on a speaker. And this one guy was asking about it. Another perp was asking him in front of me, "Oh, that's your song?" You know, they know that's their song. They know each other. I was like, "Yeah, that's my new album. I'm making music." And before that even happened, I already knew he was doing that because he actually protected himself in my dream. And he was singing very out of tune. He sucks. And people like that, they always give opportunities to because they know they're weak. They'll sell their soul quick. You sell your soul when you become a gang stalker. Hello. So of course they're gonna sell their soul, doing music and acting. I don't think he's gonna be famous. Because he keeps doing the witchcraft. All these celebrities that do witchcraft, they're all getting sick, if you notice. They're all coming down with some sort of sickness, like an elderly person kind of sickness. And that's what that means. You cannot do all that stuff. Even if they stopped doing that after a couple of years of their career, he still did it. It's still this very disturbing thing in the dark. For some reason, they get protected, so they never get to see it. But God sees everything, so they're in trouble when they pass away. I don't know if they can come. I don't know if they can repent from that stuff. I'm not God. I don't know if he'll forgive them or not. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. Because when these people get old, that's when all the stuff is probably going to come out. All the stuff they were doing. So, I don't know why we have to wait that long, but these fucking bugs. Again, it's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's up to God. Whenever he wants the world to know, we can pray about it too. That it happens. That we know. Yeah, everybody's wearing so much cologne. Take a fucking shower. They slather on the cologne. They'll put the whole bottle on. It's gross. Take a shower. Showering is power. Deodorant. This might be a purple cross street too. I see somebody. Let's zoom in. Oh, that garbage truck smells so bad. Yeah. My neighbors across the street, they've been sitting outside lately. I've never seen them sit out there together, in years. She was kind of looking at me upstairs from the window. And then she shut the light. I saw her looking at me, and then she shut the light. She saw me looking back at her, and she shut the light. They have cameras too. They have blinking lights too. Anybody comes near the house, they have blinking lights on. If they turn on. Okay, stalker. had this one video. I can't post it. I don't want to show my face. I had gotten over bronchitis, so I'm sitting out here getting some air. I think I came back from the pharmacy, or I was going to go to the pharmacy. I don't know what it was. And I'm coughing, right? And then I heard a perp coming by coughing. And I'm like, is that a perp coughing? So I started coughing and like trying to get the phlegm out. And I hear him go, "Shut up, whore." And I started laughing at him. And I coughed again. And he never came by again. That's how you do it. They haven't done that in a long time, but they're gonna do that again eventually. Like the day I took that video, or the car with the one headlight, I think that's the day. I was wearing a Tom and Jerry shirt. A new perp comes in, book bag full of stuff, acting erratic, calling somebody on the phone, and they were going to lose their apartment. So I'm like, I'm not losing my apartment. There's no way. Get the hell out of here. And then his friend comes in. Their kid had a Tom and Jerry shirt on. This is what they do. I had the same shirt one day. I went out. I wasn't even in the neighborhood. And a guy had the same exact shirt. Same color and everything. I was like, the fuck? And the day before that, I saw somebody with a hoodie, Tom and Jerry hoodie, standing behind us in the grocery store. I'm like, what the fuck? They haven't done that in a while. Some dude, some older guy, he wore a perp couple. Money trap couple. I'm not gonna zoom in, I don't feel like it. But anytime you hear that laughing like that, like very loudly, it's always a perp couple. There's the honk. There you go. Oh, you know what I mean? It's little things like that. They're trying to like get me to scream at them. Nope. I'm glad I caught it on camera, but I'm not screaming at them. Go to hell. So, yeah, it's like most of these perps are drinking and doing drugs, and so that they need that fix. So of course they're gonna say yes to gang stalking. That the handler takes it, you know, go, "Oh, here what I got for you. Go over there and do this stuff, do that to him," you know. They fall for it every time. So, you see how I got light gang stalking tonight? When I sit out here, I do get light gang stalking. But I listen to gang stalking videos first. And then I get gang stalked. So, I can't stay out here all night, so I gotta go. But, let's see. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I see somebody coming. No, we're going into somebody else's house. Okay, good. Hello.
Chilly, right?
A little bit. I will be coming for the gang stalkers. Ooh, ho, 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 ho.